Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Tuesday, the 14th day of January. Here we go. I want to tell you about Thursday, so we'll have a couple of days to talk about this, and you'll know the laws in advance. Thursday is going to be Tu B'Shvat, the 15th of Shvat, and it is celebrated around the Jewish world as the Rosh Hashanah of trees. Why do trees need a Rosh Hashanah? Well, let's just quickly explain that. You see, in the laws of agriculture, like, for example, let's use Arla as a simple example. When a Jew plants a tree, he's not supposed to use the fruit of that tree for the first 3 years. And then during the fourth year, there's some other procedures that he has to do with his fruit, but we can't go into that now. But whenever figuring out what is the third year of my tree, what is the fourth year of my tree, so we don't go by the day that you planted the seed of that tree or anything like that. It's measured in every time you pass the new year of the trees, and that would be Tu B'Shvat. So it's for reasons like that that there has to be a new year for trees on the Jewish calendar. Another example would be that every time I grow 100 fruit in a year, I have to give a tenth of them to Meiser. That's a tithe. To give one tenth of them to special ceremonies that were done in the especially in the times that there was a temple and everything. Nowadays, by the way, we do still tithe our money, at least. And we should all do that with our income and give it to charity. But that aside, so whenever you want to figure out what are my 100 fruits for this year? When did the year start? When did the year end? So again, Tu B'Shvat becomes the new year for the trees, and it's a time for us to figure out what's my fruit of last year. I have to give 1/10 of last year's fruit to the Meiser obligations. So your year is counted from Tu B'Shvat to Tu B'Shvat. Now, a lot of us live in the cities nowadays, and we don't have a lot of ways to feel the holiday of Tu B'Shvat. So I will just tell you some of them that apply to us, and they are what you can do all over the world in any city that you're in. It is a beautiful thing to try to eat as many as possible of the 7 fruits of Israel for which Israel is praised, and to make the appropriate blessings on them, and to acknowledge the wonderful fruits of Israel. Some of them are things like pomegranates, dates, figs, olives, believe it or not, wheat is on that list, and things like that. When you eat, I know that's not a fruit, but there are 7 foods that Israel is praised for producing them so beautifully, and those 7 are the kind that we try to eat on the holiday of Tu B'Shvat. There aren't a whole lot of other ways that we celebrate, but I will, over the next 2 days, tell you the few other things that we could do, us non-agricultural people who are on the web listening to things like this. There are still other things that we can and should do on the day of Tu B'Shvat. So that's the beginning, and we'll continue with that again tomorrow. Now you know some of the basics. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.